sense that this is going to be a hard situation for Duron to play. That he's going to be different here than any other situation that he's been through before. What do you think that he can offer his life?
Well, I mean, first of all, every situation is different. Every experience you get is a learning. You learn from it, and this is a new place, clean slate, and you come in the locker room and you make the impression that you want to make. So Duron's a very smart young man, and he's got a lot of friends in the locker room, and we know him well, and it's another opportunity. So come in and embrace what we do here, and everything will work out fine.
And what went into that decision-making process from a personnel standpoint that you said, yes, he deserves this opportunity?
Well, I've always been a person to give people plenty of chances, but I know a lot about Duron. I've been with him several times, and I know he's I know who and what he's about, and I know some of it is a perception of how things come across, and other deep down what he really is. He's a very smart, intelligent young man that great athlete that has a big heart, wants to do well, wants to win, and it's just been a journey along the way. So as I told Coach originally, I said I think it's well worth us to meet, and I said, but it's up to you if you want to, and Mark agreed, and I thought that was the first step. And as I told Duron, real simple. Let's you do it the Argonaut way, and if you want to be a part of that, then come sit down with us. And that's how it all started.
How has Duron grown in the last few years since you initially had him in those days in Montreal?
Well, I mean, he's obviously grown. I mean, he grew from the time we originally had him to going in the NFL and coming back. He grew quite a bit. Not to get into all the details, but not being with him, I've just watched from the outside. He's very popular with the fans. I watched him do a lot of things with fans and young kids, and embracing that atmosphere in Saskatchewan. So, Duron in some ways he's just he's a big kid. He likes to have fun, and but he knows what needs to be done to be great, and he has that ability. So it's just day to day. So I mean, we'll take it in, and he's just like any other player we've ever brought here. Get a chance, and he has to work hard every day and improve. What all these relationships are is trust and proving yourself and believing in one another. And like I said, there's a lot of former teammates here that do believe in him, and the new ones will take their own take, and Duron, help create that being in there, along with the mold of our coaches, starting with Coach Stressman.
What kind of football player do you think you're getting, Jim?
Well, again, he's a very sharp, keen athlete that he believes in himself. He knows what he's capable of doing. He probably believes in himself as much as he does. Just growing up, being around phenomenal athletes, went to a high school that's produced many of NFL talent, and then he's competed against them in the off season all the time. So he has confidence that he can win battles, and whether he lines up on either side of the ball, he's a very confident young man with his talent. But there's always a room for improvement, and he can better himself. Every experience you have, we all can, and so I think that it's a great opportunity for him to be in a city where his name holds, and the Carter name, and and he draws a lot of attention, and this could be a great place for him. So, we'll just embrace it, and we'll go day to day.
Do you think there's any risk to having Duron around?
I see no risk. You take the opportunity, and you go day to day and see how it all works out, and I got high confidence it can work out fine.
Do you think being around a guy like Coach Stressman and his structure will perhaps be instilled?
Well, yes, I do, and I think any of our coaches and players that are here, I mean, in order to be in our locker room, you embrace our Argonaut way, and we try to instill that, and it's about doing the right things and being a good person, and that carries over on the football field. So we have a lot of work to do here. We have since we've gotten here. We've had some up and down moments. We've had great success, and we've had games we could have or should have won, but we've got to be better than. So we work on that all the time, and we've got a great culture internally in our locker room, and you either want to be a part of it or you don't, and it kind of takes care of itself.
Is it like a clean slate situation with Duron, just given that you get time with him in Montreal before?
Well, I think any time someone gets another start, it's a clean slate. I don't know why we would approach any differently. It's a clean slate, and this is how you do things. That's with any player. It's not Duron. And then you go from there week to week, evaluating everything, and that's either players stay or they go.
Jim, with Labor Day approaching, that's usually a time when the CFL season really ramps up. Are you guys paying attention to NFL cuts? Like, how are you with your roster and sort of massaging it or bringing in guys?
Yeah, we have to do that. I mean, you got to do that. We've been ravaged with injuries this year. We've been doing that along the way the whole time. We've made some moves. We brought Ryan Bauman back in here. I mean, there's other moves. But those things happen as we change. We changed the right ratio with Ryan to be able to get offered on the field to try something a little different. But really, everything comes down to execution. We're very happy with our players. When you have guys go down, you're always looking for more depth or who can play next. I mean, this started in just one of those years we've had a lot of injuries. We've lost a lot of people at certain positions, and we were lucky to get Bear back last week. But you got to take care of your guys and keep them ready to play for the weekends, and we try to do our best to do that. But really, it all comes down to execution. Every week. I mean, you got to. It's the same old story. It's the same cliche. I mean, turnovers, penalties. Putting the ball in the end zone, keeping the opponent out, and they take care of games. The last couple of weeks we won close games. This time we lost a close game. So we've had a few games where the game got away from us, two really, and the third one as the game went. But the rest of them have all been winnable games for us, and we've been on the short end of those instead of the front end. But we need to make a run like we did last year. I mean, I think we were 4-7. At one point last season, and we went on a 7-2 run and played really well. The two games we lost close, but played really our best football down the stretch. So we're gonna, that's our plan, to try to get as good as we can going along the way. Do you come across an NFL cut that's going to help you? It depends. I mean, you got to have cap room to do that. It depends what position is, whether a guy can get caught up to speed. I mean, that's part of Duron's challenge. I mean, he knows he's been in the league. That'll help him. He's been in some systems that are similar to our offensive system, but the truth is, until he gets in here and really gets in the playbook and starts doing on the field, he's got catching up to do, and then earning that trust with the coaches that he knows what he's doing, and that relationship with the quarterback and teammates, and so that's any player. So if we bring an NFL guy in, you got that too, but it may not help you initially, and it may help you 4 weeks from now. So we'll monitor that and see if there's a move like that. But we lost some guys this game. We got hit hard with injuries, where the last 2 weeks we had hardly any. This week we got hit hard. We're fortunate that we're going to have a couple guys come back that will help ease that, but we'll probably have a new player or two on the field for this game. We haven't played all year, so we'll see how we got a long week. We'll see how that all shakes down, and how we'll manage our roster for the next couple of weeks.
I know you don't like to work in hypothetics, but this hypothetically changed the possibility that Duron Carter would get cut by the Baltimore Ravens. Does this maybe change the decision-making process of bringing a guy like that back?
No, I mean, I don't shy away. I mean, Duron would be a guy we'd love to have back with our ball club. He wants to be back here. If it doesn't work that way, I have no word of whether or not he's got a chance to stick or not. And even if he got released by Baltimore, he's still got about so many days that he could get picked back up by another team. He had a good week this past week. I know they like him. But is there a place for him on their team? I have no clue. But we have plenty of chances, to be honest with you, of manipulating our roster the way we want to manipulate it with some of our, Canadian ratio choices. And so, if that were to come about, then we'll see how we all make it work. But we'd love to have the beer back here if it doesn't work. Yeah.